What's up, guys? Hope you all having an amazing day, and welcome back to a new Microsoft Flight Simulator video or third-party dev update. There's lots of great news today, or this week actually, and it's been just packed full with news, which I'm gonna just slow down to the most important news, well, the ones I find the most interesting. And again, there's so much great news, so make sure to stick around. And again, if you are new, make sure to subscribe and like. And also in the link in the description down below, there's my Discord channel. And you can also skip to any time segment you want just by clicking on the link down in the description. First of all, Digital Design has released Salzburg for a price of 17 euros or $20. The scenery covers the entire airport, with plenty of detail and some of the most iconic landmarks around the cities. The key features are that it has detailed airport terminal, tower, objects and vehicles, detailed surroundings and historic city centers, custom texture taxiways, runways and aprons, high resolutions PBR, materials and ground textures, many custom-made landmarks. In my opinion, this is a must-have if you live in Austria and if you just love to fly into Salzburg. And in general, the airport looks stunning. Gaya Simulation has announced a Greek pack which includes 9 new Greek airports. There are 3 different packages, and in each there are 3, as 3 times 3 equals 9, if you didn't know that. The first package includes the airports of Ikaria, Kalimons and Leros, which are all small regional airports. Again, sorry if I mispronounce any of these. I know, Tomias, if you are watching this video, you're gonna absolutely hate me for this. The second package includes Mytilene, Cyrus, and Old Paros. This package does not include, or does include a bigger airport, which is how do you say that? Mytilene, as it receives some 737 and A320s for flights like TUI and Jet2, stuff like that. And the last package includes the airport of Milos, Asti Palai, and Naxos, which again are small but very good looking airports. I bet you Tomias is going to purchase this one. FlyByWire has shared their first previews, or new previews, of their A380 actually. And remember, these are all very early pictures, so they have not really started, well, they have started development, but again, these are very early pictures in development. The amazing thing is that no one has to actually pay for this, so it's a freeware airplane, and no one has ever made a fully working A380 in any sim that was actually flyable. Again, there's no details on how fully working this plane is going to be, but again, the FlyByWire team, you can see how great they're working on the A320, so I'm expecting, well, I'm not expecting, but I'm thinking that it's going to be very highly detailed, and they're going to continue working on it in the future. Yeah, so I can't wait for the progress on myself, and if you want to keep up to date on it, their development, make sure to check out the Discord in the description. Also, if you are, for instance, an A380 pilot, or used to be one, you can always join them and give them a lot of feedback and help them, and if you design or anything like that, you can always work with them along. Drezwiecki Design has released the Seattle landmarks for a price of 15 euros. The Seattle-Washington scenery with over 2,000 custom-made objects, including the whole downtown in 3D plus other landmarks, bridges, stadiums, harbors, marines, trains, containers, ships, all FPS friendly with epic night landing and PBR materials. Again, Drezwiecki Design always does amazing work, so Seattle is absolutely must have for me. Advanced night landing, custom animations, custom mesh, perfect compatibility and interaction with the Microsoft Flight Simulator default photogrammetry, 2 seaplane bases, so W55 and S60. And 5 heliports, which is going to be very interesting for the future, as again they have said that Microsoft is planning to include helicopters within the next year or next year, something like that. But again, they have to analyze and get every single heliport in the world, which is going to take a long time, and then make a whole new flight model for the helicopters, and they just don't have the time for that right now, I think. But again, they're coming in the future. FSDreamTeam has released Zurich version 2, or Zurich version 2. This means it's an import from the previous sim, but polished for the new sim with PBR and new custom models. It will cost you a small amount of 10 euros, which is a great value for such a big airport like Zurich. Or Zurich. How do you say it? Zurich? Zurich, I think. Zurich, that's what it was, Zurich. Every object made using 100% PBR with most textures in 4K, photoreal background image from a recent flight end of 2019 from a very high resolution image from the official Swiss image source. Very accurate ground markings, fully dynamic lighting with hundreds of light sources individually placed for a spectacular night flight experience. Most buildings remodeled in higher detail for 5 times more polygons, which is very, like, a lot. Highly detailed custom jetways, sloped runways with accurate altitude profiles, Riga base with highly detailed helicopter models, animated people, and observation deck. Actually, Tomcat, who is Swiss Aviation, if you don't know him, he has purchased this, and it did actually look very good. He did show it on stream, so on Discord, and I honestly say it's definitely a steal for 10 euros and looks great. Again, I think Gaya Simulation are the other one who are gonna make or who are working on a Zurich, which is coming out in the near future, so that's also going to be a very nice competitor, because Gaya Simulation obviously makes great looking airports, but again, not all of their data for the airport actually is accurate when it comes to ILS and like frequency and stuff like that, and the ATIS information, so going to be interested on that. But speaking about Gaya Simulation, they have also announced 8 airports, which are St. Johann Airfield, Zurich, Munich, Lugano, London Stansted, Santos Dumont, Block Island, Christians Airport, and an update for Vienna. These are all going to be coming in the near future, as well as their Greek islands, so I can't wait for that, as there's some big airports in there like Zurich, Munich, London Stansted, Santos Dumont, and update for Vienna, so it's going to be very interesting to see how that's going to look. Again, there's some more screenshots on the screen right now which you can look at. There are also new screenshots by the CRJ by Aerosoft, which is supposed to come out next month. Again, supposed, there's no confirmed date on it. They said in the interview that Asobo has added a new feature called decals, which allows developers to incorporate huge details with very minimal file size, so that's great. This means that 3D models will look truer to life, as again they're able to work a lot better with that. Again, most of the project is waiting on the new SDK improvements before its final release, but Aerosoft is still optimistic for a release in this year. If not, probably a release early on in next year. Just Flight has also teased the Airhauler 2 for the new sim, which I absolutely love, as it's honestly one of my favorite applications that I used to fly back in the days in FSX. And Airhauler lets you fly jobs between bases, buy or lease aircrafts and create your own virtual airline, recruit pilots, build routes, and look out for special humanitarian missions, trade cargo committees, open factories at your airports, and buy parts. It's absolutely great, and I can't wait for this. It's going to be a standalone version, so it's going to be very interesting. And it might not even be called Airhauler, who knows? So it's going to be very interesting to see what that is. There's also a shared cockpit mode, or mod, which allows you to do shared cockpit, which is great news, as I've been wanting to do shared cockpit since the beginning of the sim. I honestly thought it was going to come out with the sim by default, but it didn't. So I already did this on the last stream, where I used the mod to see how it works, and it honestly works flawlessly. I didn't expect a mod to come out so soon, but the dev team made an amazing job on this, and I just want to congratulate them on all the work they've put into it, and thank them, honestly. They're working hard to get more and more aircrafts added. Right now, you can fly basically most of the GA aircrafts, and of course, FlyByWire A380's dev version and stable version. So if you want to check it out, follow the link in the description to join the Discord. And honestly, absolutely great, and I can't wait to do more streams of it. And then lastly, weekly releases. There's only 2 of them. Well, there is a couple of more ones, but I honestly didn't feel like putting them in because they're just really small airports that not too many people are interested about. Sekui Airport by Terrapult Studios has been released for 13 euros at the Sim Market. Looking very interestingly, and definitely try it out. Dundee Airport by Orbex has been released for 18 Australian dollars or 13 US dollars in the Orbex store, and again, Orbex has done some amazing work, and I can't wait for more airports in the future. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to join the Discord, and if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.